Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, back to Scrap Mechanic, and today I've thought up the stupidest and most pointless invention I've probably ever come up with, which is it's a high bar. I've come up with a lot of concepts that are just dumb, but this one isn't dumb. Oh boy, all right, we're getting a little out of hand here. Hold on a second. There we go. This one isn't dumb because it's a bad idea. It's just dumb because it's just a question of why am I doing this? So basically I have this idea for an automatic cow feeding device that is just way more unnecessarily complicated than it ever has any right to be. There's so many more simple ways to do this, but this way it popped into my head and I just thought I'm gonna make a video about it. So I guess here I am, and whether or not this turns out to be a good idea, I guess the views will determine that. So if you like this idea, there's one way to let me know that, and I'm sure you can figure out how. Okay, so for this, I am gonna be using the bot spawner mod, which can also allow me to spawn cows, as you saw at the beginning of this video. And I'm sure Scrap Mechanic is gonna give me problems. Like, in theory, the idea I have in my mind works well, but we're gonna see what kind of issues we run into as we try to build this concept. Okay, so the image that I have in my mind is somewhat of a cow Ferris wheel with 4 cows on it, and an automatic corn dispenser that will have the corn in a designated area, and then it will necessarily rotate the cows one by one to eat the next bit of corn. Because as we all know, here, let's just, oh wait, I do have corn in creative, right? Ah, yes, corn, here we go. Because as I'm pretty sure we all know, cows take some time in between corn eating. There we go. It's a couple of seconds, right? It's like 5 or 6 seconds in between eating corn. So we can optimize that by having other cows eat while one cow is chewing. And that is how I am trying to justify some utility to this ridiculous idea I've come up with. So actually, we need to figure out how much space does a cow need? I know I've figured this out before, but now I gotta figure it out again. All right, more space than this, apparently. All right, now I'm just confused at this point. Why will you not? Like I said, we're gonna run into some obstacles because Scrap Mechanic loves to make things challenging. What would a game be without a challenge? Boring. That's what. Okay, I think I found it. I think this is the minimum dimensions I can fit a cow into. As you can see, if I try to build here, it looks like I can, but then it just negates it. Can't build there, can't build there. So I think this is what we need right here. So this is where... Why do I make things harder for myself? All right, so I've determined that this is the distance that a cow can eat corn from this pen right here. As you can see, it's gonna have like a feeding spot that makes room for the cow's head. So it looks like we can have a 2-block gap in between the corn and the cow pen. And of course, now I'm going to make this cow pen a little bit more professional. Just by making it Wedge Gang approved here. All right, and there we go, perfect. This is a really well-built cow pen, if I do say so myself. I agree. I'm glad you like it too. Okay, goodbye. All right, so now we gotta put these things on a Ferris wheel of sorts. All right, I think I've measured out the dimensions here, so there's hopefully not gonna be any conflicts as far as collisions go or anything like that. So let's do a quick test here to make sure that this can rotate without any cows falling out and without any collisions happening, any accidents, basically. Look at that, that looks perfect so far. Okay, so I'm gonna have this on just the slowest settings so far, and we're just gonna have this go 360 degrees in that direction, which means that every other bearing has to go 360 degrees in the opposite direction. All right, so then we put this controller on a switch and let's watch the magic happen. Oh my goodness, that is so much faster than I was expecting. Slow down, slow down. No, all of the cows are passed out. They're all passed out. Why are they all passed out? I can't have this. Okay, so clearly we need to cut down here. We can't have 360 degrees be the speed. Oh, what is happening right now? Things are happening behind here that aren't healthy. All right. don't, it's just resolving some personal problem. Don't worry. Here, I need to build a base for this so I can spawn this in without having to weld it to the ground. All right, here we go. Perfect. So let's go and spawn the cows in and activate it. And no, still sketchy. Okay, let's turn it off. And now we change everything to just 90-degree loop. Take 3. There we go. There we go. All the cows look stable. They look happy. They look eager to start eating some food. Whoa. Oh, the cows are walking and tipping it. This is reverse cow tipping. It's like, we will not be tipped any longer. We will do the tipping from now on. Now move. Okay, well, I'm sorry to burst your bubbles here, but here, I'm just gonna add a bunch of stability to this. Now try to tip. Oh man, they're moving the whole thing? Wow. You know, they just want food. They're protesting. They're just like, where's the food? We were promised food. We were promised corn for our troubles here. And you're right. You're absolutely right. You guys deserve corn. Now let's figure out the corn situation. All right, so I'm pretty sure the corn has to be placed right here or right here. Either one of these is fine. So let's do a quick test. Yeah, so now if I start rotating, you can see if the corn gets placed, every single time a cow comes by here. Okay, except that guy. Okay, and that guy. What's going on? What happened? Okay, that cow eats. That cow eats. These 2 cows didn't eat. That cow ate that time. Okay, now it seems to be working. Did I miss a paint spot on one of these? I think that's not painted. I can't believe. I totally missed the paint spot. All right, don't worry. Don't worry, this is really convenient. It's just bringing it to me each time. All right, there we go. Now I just need to automate this entire process. All right, so now comes the interesting task of creating the dispenser. So the dispenser is going to be a chest hooked into a vacuum pump. So this chest is going to be completely filled to the brim with corn. And I just realized I forgot to put the chest on a bearing. Hold on a second. Oh, no. Oh, this might not work at all. I was under the impression that I would be able to expel corn out of this, but that does not seem to be the case at all. So if this is not corn, but instead, if it's a block... Oh no, you could only do building blocks? You can't do corn? This ruins the entire concept. You can't have an automatic corn dispenser. That's terrible. Well, this seems like a big oversight here. I don't think this is intentional. I think with like the focus on automation that Scrap Mechanic has, that this is not an intentional design here. So that means I gotta come up with a different solution, which is gonna make this become even more ridiculous now. Okay, this is not the best solution because it's relatively limited in the amount of corn that I can dispense to these cows before I need to manually refill. I was really hoping the chest was gonna work because that would just be a long-lasting sequence. But I got these 2 pistons here, and basically these pistons have just a tower of corn on them each, going right up to where the corn was going to go, and I have 2 towers because as they alternate between the 2 towers, it gives us more corn to give them, and then I'll have to refill less. But basically, I got these sensors detecting when there is corn here, so as soon as there is corn taken, oh, I gotta turn this on as well. This has to be active for this to be working. Then it pushes up another piece of corn. So it ends up getting into this like loop, this sensor loop, because I don't know how to do logic to prevent that from happening, but I kind of like it. It kind of looks funny, and it's like teasing the cows like, you want some corn? You guys want some corn? So let's see now how this actually works. I'll go ahead and replace these. We will activate cows. Oh, and this cow is already eating. So let's just go ahead and activate it now. We do have the potential issue of if a cow doesn't eat the top corn, but eats any of the corn below the top, it'll essentially cut the tower, and maybe the top corn falls off. I don't know. But so far, that hasn't been happening lately, and it's actually working exactly as intended. Look at this. Cows, I don't think, produce milk in creative mode, so we're not going to see actual milk production. But this is working exactly as intended. I mean, given that we had to compensate for some issues in Scrap Mechanic. All right, it looks like they prefer one side over the other. But as you can see, the automatic Ferris wheel cow dispenser is actually kind of working. So now I can go ahead and turn that off. Oh, that cow is totally gonna eat some stuff here. I don't know if this is gonna work. I wanna try to replace the corn from up here and see what happens. All right, he's trying to eat it, but he can't, so that's good. All right, and just like that, we've replaced it. We can turn it back on. And hey, that wasn't so bad. That actually kind of worked. Oh, that cow just missed out. I don't know what's happening with him. He did not bite, literally. Look at it. Let's look from a distance now. So this is it. This is the automatic cow or corn feeder. Cow feed corn. This is the automatic This is the automatic cow feeding Ferris wheel. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to name this thing yet. It's complicated. It's complicated. All right, and we've run out of corn again. How much corn is this thing actually capable of giving these cows? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 16. That's not a whole lot, to be honest. But, oh, he did the thing. He ate lower, so we dropped some corn. Don't worry, I'll pick up after you slobs. So we can do 16 corn at a time. So that's, what, four corn per cow? It's not great. This is not a great invention. I never said it would be great. In fact, I said quite the opposite when I started off this episode. But I just love the image here that we have of these cows traversing. Oh, what's wrong with you? He's sleeping. He's in a food coma. Wait, what? He's not getting up. He's not getting up. Cow? Are you that tired? I don't think I've seen a cow stay down that long before. What is wrong? Oh, another cow's down. Can they overeat? What if I put more corn down? Will it wake them up? This is not working as intended. I don't know oh, this is bad. Oh, this is real bad. This corn is not attached at all. Oh no. Did one of them wake up? No, they're not waking up. I don't understand. All right, what happens if I stop the Ferris wheel? If I stop the Ferris wheel, are these cows gonna wake up? I've never seen this before. All right, Ferris wheel is stopped. It's going backwards. All right, wake up. There we go. I guess they were a little dizzy or something. They couldn't take the ride. All right, let me just paint up the rest of this quick so it kind of looks nice for the thumbnail and stuff. By the way, do you guys know that the reason sometimes it's hard to tell if these wedge blocks are painted brown is because brown is just dark orange. So the difference between an orange block in a shadow and a brown block is actually not very different. Not much difference there. It's literally just dark orange. All right, it's all painted up, ladies and gentlemen. So you spawn in the cows, you turn on the Ferris wheel, and now you got your automatic cow feeding Ferris wheel. Like I said, no idea why anyone would invent such a thing. It just popped into my head today, and I was like, I'm gonna build it. It's Scrap Mechanic, it'll let me build my ideas. So this is the idea I had for today. I hope you guys found this entertaining, because when it popped into my head, I was like, that's funny. This perspective is the best perspective of it right here. This is hands down, this is the best perspective. Seeing this giant snout descending onto the corn pillars before the corn just disappears and gets replaced by another piece of corn. It's great. Is this perhaps one of the greatest things I've ever invented? No.